Nigerian Minister of Women Affairs, has vowed to sue the UN, gives 1-month ultimatum to disclose donor funds usage. Hello everyone, welcome to newsspottv. The Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy Ohaneye, has issued a stern demand to the United Nations, urging them to disclose the funds collected from donors for the benefit of Nigerians. In an interview with AIT on Monday, the minister expressed concerns about the lack of transparency in how the UN has utilized the funds received from donors intended for Nigerians. Kennedy Ohaneye has given the UN a 1-month ultimatum starting from October 16th to November 15th to publish a detailed report on the funds collected and how they were collated. If the UN fails to comply within the stipulated time frame, the minister has signaled her intent to initiate legal action against the organization. She also mentions that she is working on a pre-action notice to be served on the UN. Kennedy Ohaneye said, "And I stand here as the Minister of Women Affairs to demand from the UN, all the UN, that we want an account of all the money they sourced from donors in the name of Nigeria. We want to see the account of it, and if you don't give us this account, at least let Nigerians see what has been going on. Then you plead with them, apologize to them, and change your ways." From October 16th to November 15th, if we don't see these reports published for Nigerians to see, we are heading to court. From October 16th to November 8th, they get our pre-action letters. That is to prepare them on the 15th. We are heading to court. And I'm promising Nigerians that immediately on the 15th, by the next day, you will hear the suite number and all of you. We will gather at that place for the case to come on and call for them to defend the money they are using you to collect from the donors. Now let's take some comments. The first commenter said, "I personally don't take women serious in this useless zoo. They are Jezebel. Imagine this one talking out of senses that she wants to sue UN." Another said, "This woman is battling white heroin overdose." Another said, "You APC criminals are just doing nothing but how to steal Nigeria's money. The UN will come and give account to your government. Useless people everywhere." Another said, "Yeah, ministers in corrupt government." Another said, "Now teach UN now." Another said, "Transparency begins with you either way. Good to fire the first shot, but don't go into hiding. Chest it." Another said, "EFCC too should disclose how they spent all looted funds recovered by them." Another said, "Make I ask, Uju Kennedy Ohaneye, is your paymaster Tinubu transparent?" Another said, "My beautiful sister, you have every inalienable right to air your view as a citizen, much more as an Amazon in the inner sanctums of power. But one thing I would humbly let you know is that the UN, as the anchor of an assemblage of international society of independent and sovereign states, since its creation in 1945, is known and remarkable for its highest ethical standards in transparency, honesty, accountability, and probity in management of multinational resources, in spite of odds of paucity of funds and certain dishonorable countries, and discharging their financial commitments or responsibility to the world body as and when due." Another said, "She is not an intellectually sound lady. She probably thinks that she was talking to primary school children." Another said, "The UN is no longer transparent. They have lost their integrity long time ago." Another said, "Which court are you going to be, madam? Nigerian courts? Between you and the UN, who is the biggest shot here? Before you go, bear it in mind that justice goes to the highest bidder, so you don't go and waste your precious time." Another says, "The ones given to us, how have we been using the funds?" Another said, "Is Dangote or any Nigerian one of the donors to the UN? Is it not Nigerians that coined the saying, 'Now where you dey work, now there you go chop'? If the allegation is true, then they are just copycats." Another said, "Madam, start from Nigeria first. They said charity begins at home." Another said, "Yeah, the smell. Zugeria self won't belong. This is what is called forcing guy. Nonsense." Another said, "Why is it that every government in Nigeria is a beggar?" Another said, "What a beautiful case of the pot calling the kettle black. We have quantum of corruption cases festering at home within the fabric of our body polity, and you want to go wasting our lean resources in international litigation. It seems diversionary. Another said, why not ask for records of the funds collected by previous Minister of Women Affairs from UN? Another responded saying, honestly, it would have been the best way to go about it, but who knows if she's taking the steps of asking for record without meaningful reports. Another said, corruption personified, asking for transparency. Another said, wow, Nigeria challenging the UN for transparency. We are waiting for the outcome. Another said, they will block all on our Boro areas. See Nigeria, see ultimatum. Another said, wow, rhetorics all the way. Another said, I like that. Madam, God is with you, fear not. Another said, ours couldn't grow us. You are fighting gifts given to us for growth. Another said, the UN is pro-developed nations, not for those who refuse to grow. Another commenter said, show UN how transparent Nigeria leaders have been in management of our common wealth. Common 50 billion federal allocation given to governors as palliatives is shrouded with various allegations of misappropriation. NNPC can't make public the account statements on exploration and sales of our crude oil. Let charity begin from home. Thank you. All right, so these are the few comments we can take now. As in a rather surprising development, the Minister for Women Affairs have decided to call out the UN, asking them to give account of donor funds for Nigeria and how they've used it within 1 month. 1 month ultimatum. So what's going to happen after 1 month, as she has decided to fire at all cylinders? We'd like to hear from you. Bye for now.